Good morning, my rotten soldiers, and welcome to Relics of the Past. My name's Boo. You know who I am. All right, let's see who we got here. Hey, Abe, tell us a little about who you are.
I am Ace Daredevil. I play Abe Volt.
All right, all right, all right. We've got Nate, wonderful Kain. Tell us about yourself. Introduce yourself.
Nate Drago, and I play Kain Volt.
All right, all right, all right. We're moving on to Viking.
Hey, how you doing? I'm the Modern Viking. I play Michaeleen of Kaidela. It is a pleasure and an honor to see you again.
Get your bread ready at the park, because we got some ducks. Hello, duck.
Hi, I'm Duck, and I play Rainlow, aka Retla, Retlo, and Raina.
All
Yeah.
right, swanky, wonderful. Abe, this is an editing thing. Put an explosion here. Bam. All right, we got our wonderful DM. Say hi.
Greetings, I am Salt the Kobold. I am the very strange and odd person that runs this game, aim for this gaggle of misfits and misventures. And when we last left off, Relics of the Past.
Hold up a moment, baby girl. I haven't introduced quite who I am.
I jumped the gun,
I'm
sorry.
Eiko. And that's it.
Neat, baby girl.
Fantastic intro.
Oh, 10 out
Yes.
of 10, baby. Let's get you some acting. Let's get you some shots. We'll get you set up with an agent. It'll be fucking fantastic.
You know who
God.
you'd be perfect at playing?
Ours
You'd
is
be perfect
Jaeger.
at playing Alex for the second Minecraft movie.
The second
Please.
Minecraft movie. We're gonna see your red-headed, beautiful ass up there on the screen.
And I'm going to say, I am Alex.
Anyway,
I'm
Mr.
gonna
Salt,
chop at my
if you would,
loins.
please.
When we last left off Relics of the Past, the party attended a small visiting with the King of Varel, Maloric Lionheart. In the thing, agreement. I tripped myself up.
Where are your notes, sir? Where are your notes? Where
Where
are
are
you?
you?
Literally were
Where are
preparing
those
for
notes
this
that you've been
beforehand.
preparing for the last, 4 hours?
Where are your
Notes.
notes?
What I was doing.
Put an explosion right here.
I'm gonna
Bam.
put an explosion
Bam.
right here. Bam! DM fails.
Total failure.
Total
Don't worry.
failure.
Next time.
Your trick and just see if that does any better.
No, what you're gonna do is in editing, do like a 1950s spy movie. Like big grid comes down on the screen. There's Salt's picture in the top right screen. It shifts over to like a driving car going down the road, and then we shift over into the second panel down below that, and it's a wide angle shot pulling back of a city skyline, and then bam, explosion, and then it's just DM fucked up.
How about instead we just have a PNG of a
That
spinning
build-up.
cockroach and just have it explode?
I'm just gonna have a cockroach
then
crawling
we'll-
all
and
over
then we're
Salt's
gonna- and
face
then-
and then explode.
We'll throw Freaky Bilbo in there. He's in there
Oh
somewhere.
God, why?
Freaky
Why?
Bilbo!
No, it's just a PNG
No,
of Freaky
no,
Bilbo
no,
doing like a
I'll
spinny
kill
thing.
Eiko right now. I'll kill you.
All right. Put in a PNG of Freaky Bilbo Baggins from the first Lord of the Rings movie. Have it spin kind of slowly, but when it's like just about to reach a full rotation, it explodes.
Bam, 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 bam. That's the song that I have to play.
So then,
Freaky Bilbo.
Freaky Bilbo.
Back to
Yeah.
D&D. You got your
Back-
notes, Salt?
yes.
No.
Anyway. Welcome back to Relics of the Past. I'm Salt the Kobold. And when we last left off, the party was in the garden of Malric Lionheart, the ruler of Viril. Dare, Dare's and Boo's characters, were Eiko and Abe, written up some contracts with the king for a new land and the military contract that the king made with Abe for improvement to their arsenal. That the yearly fight that they have with Mandex in their on their northern border would go much better and in their favor. While this happened, Michaeleen and Kain assisted. Stop moving.
Fucking go!
Thor, you distracted me.
Put
Don't
in a
look at
PNG
me!
of an explosion right here, right now.
DM explosion. DM failed.
Michaeleen
Boom,
and
DM
Kain
died of emotional damage.
Michaeleen and Kain assisted the princess in escaping, ends up accidentally kidnapping her by technical and stuff. The
Well,
king
she didn't full on escape. She went to her teacher.
that lives on the outside of the castle that that they have to send people to go get her each time.
Yeah.
Assisted and met Miss Willow, a Dryad that's been teaching Elizabeth Lionheart, Malric's youngest daughter, or youngest child, has been teaching Malric's youngest child out the ways of Druidcraft and Sylvan. And when we last left off, she said hello. Oh, she is maybe about 6 foot exact, maybe 5'11". It's difficult to tell, but you can most certainly tell she's rather. Eh. She's very elderly and stuff. Fairly thin, but not completely gaunt. She very much has that very warm outlook onto her. She has relatively long hair that's been tied up into the classic grandma bun with a few twigs and flowers sticking out. And she just has a very warm feeling and expression to her. She was filling a wooden water can to water some flowers with as you guys caught her attention. As two flower dragons. I believe the Venus flytrap.
Can I say what Michaeleen is doing?
Sure.
Michaeleen is just kind of staring at Miss Willow, and he's just sort of
Succulent.
he's left sort of speechless because her demeanor, the way she is carrying herself, it's almost a perfect mirror of how Amelia would carry and you know, just exist in the world. So right now he's kind of experiencing some inner like emotional turmoil. Like, this isn't my mom, but it feels so much like her. Like, I think staring at her right now, tears are sort of welling in Michaeleen's eyes just looking at her.
She
I'm
does
sorry,
walk up.
continue.
As such things are happening, she does proceed to walk over, and
No, you were gonna say something about flower dragons.
yes, she currently has two large succulent dragons on either side of her near this small creek that she was pulling the water from to fill her water can. But she did turn your direction stuff, and she can just tell by the look and stuff that, and she reads you like a book. Look, to put simply, you're not I presume your character's not really putting any effort into trying to hide his emotions at this current time.
No, right now his emotions are pretty much on his sleeves.
Yeah. She proceeds just to simply walk over and stuff very warmly. And
Kane's also here. Remember, Kain, you're
Still
here with me.
outside, you know, the plant's dying under me as I walk.
yeah, that
More
does
like
happen,
going
but
into a sleep state. You know how like
well,
grass will
towards
go
the-
brown in the winter and then turn back green in the summer.
honestly, the way I was gonna put it is it does happen, but due to this place being so full of life, thing it immediately just backs up.
Like his footprints are slowly being taken back over by greenery. So it's like the echoes of his footprints.
Basically, but the growth is surprisingly fast. Like a
Yes.
footprint disappears within like maybe 20 seconds.
Like I said, it's slowly vanishing back, and like as he's walking, he's leaving echoes of his footprints that are slowly leaving.
Okay. I'm gonna get back into scene and stuff. Kain, I promise I will interact with you and stuff. Just I'm currently in scene right now since we have a fairly emotional scene right here. Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay.
So she does proceed to walk up to you rather warmly and stuff, and she puts a hand on your cheek. You've traveled so far, very far, haven't you, Michael? And she's most certainly giving a very warm, nurturing feel to you right now.
Michaeleen is going to slowly take his hand and place it on hers, on his cheek. As he takes her hand in his, as he goes down on one knee and sort of places his forehead on the back of her hand, and in Sylvan, he says to her, "Daughter of the earth, mother, sister of the woods, I have traveled long and far. Forgive me my state of being now. You just remind me so much of her.
You can say her name, Michaeleen. It isn't a bad spirit. You can say
Did
her
you
name
know
freely.
her? Did you know Melia?
I did. She was a friend. She would send letters from time to time, and I would send the same back to her. And I also heard of what happened to her. It is a loss both for you and I. But a loss. A loss it is. Fuck. I can't find the right words for this. It's
All right, then let me take over from that point. After she said, "I did know her, and I know of her loss."
and I know what happened to her. Yeah.
Right. I made a promise to myself and to her to not stop until she is avenged. She and my familia.
Avenge. She kind of says that word in a bit of a light surprise. And then kind of mulls it over a bit. That is not something she would have wished for you.
No. But I cannot move on until I do. Forgive me. I had come with questions for you.
I assumed as much. And I assumed your friend as well has questions for me as well. She kind of looks past you and looks at the rather large, dark individual standing in our garden.
Kain, you're up.
Yay! Okay. So I don't know what to do. All right.
Were you listening?
Most of it, but I missed the last like 30 seconds. I was watching something my sister sent me. Um, it was my nephew. It was adorable. Um, so what was the last 30 seconds?
Last 30 seconds was Michaeleen saying that he couldn't move on past Melia's death until he had avenged her, and he had asked for forgiveness from Miss Willow because he had come with questions, and she then said that I'm sure you have, and I'm sure that your friend has as well, as she looks over to tall, dark, and fucking terrifying.
Gruesome. Tall, dark, and gruesome.
All dark and handsome.
Come on, give us a big smile.
Give me a kiss.
But
Oh,
all right, yeah.
don't do that
I'm just
again.
gonna. Are we? I'm just gonna walk forward, I guess. I don't really. I'm just gonna say, yeah. I do kind of have some questions. The girl mentioned the shadow plane or something. Shadow something. I don't know how she knows about that.
Well, I've mentioned it in my teachings from time to time. Elizabeth chimes in at this point since she is here. And it's a place, if I remember correctly, Miss Willow, you told me it's a place you should, Miss Willow tunes in, that you should never go or look into. I told you how dangerous it is. You ask about it, but it's for your own good, but I'm not
I'm gonna
telling you.
turn and pat the child on the head. Be like, yeah, you could end up like me, or
Well,
just die.
yes. But all things die in the end. Yes, Michaeleen?
Just a quick thing. I have a name to give the Shadow Realm in Sylvan.
Sure.
Catanant.
Catalan. Yeah, we can
Catanant.
go. I think the phrase I said earlier and the other thing is just one of the many nicknames and stuff, but the official term in
I'm
Sylvan
gonna
is
be right
Cat.
back. Just gonna dip for a second.
Okay. So then,
Roughly translates to the Shadow Veil.
that works. Cat- Well,
Are we sure Celt's even gonna be able to say that word respectfully?
Catalan.
Catanant.
Catalan.
But where's Dare?
Well, Catanant. The Catanant is rather dangerous, and I've studied it a bit. Not as much as any scholar, but I do have a reasonable bit of information about it. What would you like to know, Mr. Shadows?
It's Kain. You can call me Kain. But
As you will.
oh my fucking legs. Um, I want to know everything that you know about it, and for a payment, I could show you what it actually looks like over there.
Kain.
There's no need.
Michaeleen stands up and sort of stands between Miss Willow and Kain. Kain, do try and show a little respect to her, please.
That
And I
was
don't.
She proceeds to kind of put a hand on your shoulder, Michaeleen. Michaeleen, it is okay. I am over 1,000 years old. I've seen plenty.
I had only seen a glimpse of Catalan.
And I've
I
seen
don't
more
ever
all
want
than
to
you
see
have
it.
in a lifetime. Believe me, I can handle myself, Michaeleen. But, Sir Kain, there's no need for payment. What information I have, I will offer freely, but I believe the real thing you're seeking is a way to deal with your current condition. Am I right? As she
You're
cuts
not wrong.
the thing, from what I've gathered, and you should know of this, is black water. It is a rare substance that you can find drops of shadow. From what I understand, the shadow plane, all of their residents and creatures that live there need shadow energy to perform their various acts of trickery, deception, illusions, and camouflage to survive. But sometimes they burn themselves out instead of, but they can naturally regain it, but it takes much time. If they are in a hurry or desperate situation, a drop of shadow or shadow drop is enough to rejuvenate oneself with shadow magic, but it's rather harsh on the body.
I don't need to worry about getting the shadow magic back. I still have it just fine. But yeah, I can use it just fine.
What did I say? Do the illusions and trickery. You need to be able to hide your skin. You currently cannot do that. Am I right?
True.
You are a beast without their mask to hide among the men, and I'm merely pointing a way for you to get that back.
Now, above board, that's not actually going to work, right?
It will work.
Basically, I think he's going to give you the ability to swap between shadow form and regular Kain.
Again, I said there were two methods to do it. You guys either find a level 9 scroll of polymorph, true polymorph, and use it. Or this drop of shadow. Unfortunately, I do not know where any of this black water might be. You'll have to find some on your own. All I know is a drop of shadow would be enough to get you back to how you used to be, or how you can at least hide amongst men.
Okay, so how? Another
Above
question.
board. Above board.
Okay, above board.
Would the black goo inside the rock egg be considered a drop of shadow?
That's something I'll put this way. Rock egg and the stuff inside is a completely different thing altogether.
Mm.
That also reminds me, now we don't have to worry about that.
Oh no, Michaeleen is still going to keep a hold
No,
of that thing.
no, there was something else we were worried about it for, but yeah, no, but no, because that was made of my blood, so I don't think it would cure us.
It was made of all of our
flesh,
blood.
but- yeah, but I think the key
Estrella-
was
The only person who isn't really part of that thing, genetically wise, is Renlo.
Next time they touch it, it cuts the finger and slurps it up.
oh god.
I want you to know Rainlow would try to eat it.
That's not a
Then
good
your
idea.
tongue gets cut, and it slurps it up via that way.
It cuts his tongue off. He can no longer speak.
No.
It'd just be like,
Chomp, chomp, chomp. It proceeds to cut his tongue, starts sucking blood out of his veins up. He gets puckered like a lemon, and then spits it out.
His teeth break when he goes to bite it.
No, when he bites it, he turns into one of those Mexican aliens.
Mexican alien.
What?
I don't get it. I don't get it. Hold on.
The
I need to
dry
see this.
Mexican alien mummies? Those little shits?
Oh,
I have no clue what you're talking about.
I know what you're
No.
talking about now.
Dare,
No.
editor Dare. Put that
No.
right there.
No, they turn into Dame tu cosita.
Dame tu cosita.
Oh, no.
No.
Dame tu cosita.
Ay.
Ay, dame tu cosita.
Stop before you get a copy.
Editor Dare, cut this part out.
How about we just dub over him saying Dame tu casita, but with just explosion noises?
Oh no.
Man,
It's
before the mic
wizard
plays,
time,
what the
motherfucker!
What the hell
Fireball!
are you
Fireball.
asking
It's
me to edit?
wizard time, motherfucker!
What the
Fireball!
hell kind of edits are y'all fucking requesting?
Just a bunch of explosions.
Too
I'm sorry.
many.
random pickle just spinning on my face.
I mean, it'd be better than what we're looking
Make it
at.
Pickle Rick.
I mean, I was gonna have the cats overtake the fucking recordings, but Jesus, okay.
Ats.
Yeah, I had the
Okay, back to
random.
scene. Anyway, back to scene. Trying to get this shit on the road.
Kain is going to proceed to ask, okay, so how do you know and what do you know of the Shadow Plane in the first place?
A small dealing with it in back. In the past, I put simply had to seal a breach once in my long life, and I happened to get a book or two in the
Oh,
process.
how long ago we talking?
She starts thinking back, and you can almost see like you start seeing a few of the thin, spindly branches and stuff of her giant willow tree. At least, almost like waves start going down. Like you can almost see like the tree itself is thinking, inking back.
Cue the Khonshu Moon Knight scene doing like the Starry Night Sky.
Yeah. As I believe 6? No, 7.
Okay, then I wasn't there yet. But maybe you know these guys. Just someone's the father's eye on my arm.
Can he do that right now?
I'm gonna say no. Oh, Matt.
The fuck you mean no?
He did have that symbiote thing where his sister could stick her mouth out of his shoulder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they both all three of the people of them can talk to me.
Yes, but that was
Yeah.
before you went through this transformation.
The gate's still open. That hasn't
The gate's
changed.
still open. They haven't contacted you yet. But I'm gonna say, put simply, most of your abilities are nullified right now due to you being in her domain.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Again, for you at least, it feels like you are submerged in a bottom of a lake right now. Ow. So most of your magic's being contained within your body. So if you try to push something out, it gets shoved back in.
Mm.
Question.
Yes?
If his power is being suppressed,
Yes.
mine's
Perpetual
being
has-
amplified. So
Ah,
am
to
I
some extent,
currently
yeah.
now technically stronger than Kain?
You have a beard made of leaves.
Mm,
No.
he has a leaf soul patch. That's what he has right now.
No, you know what it is? It's Spanish moss soul patch.
Yes, Spanish moss. It's like, Michaeleen, I can work with this.
I can work with this. I think I can draw green.
Now he has a permanent leaf beard.
No.
Faint shit.
In
When
my
you
heart, he does.
put this way, when you leave and stuff, your hair will go back to normal. But if you look very closely, there are hints of moss now in it. Your tattoo did grow a great deal from this.
Like the roots of the tree have sprouted
So the
down and
roots of
sort
the
of
tree have started
wrapped
branching down and stuff.
it branched down and started wrapping around my side, and the branches of it
Yeah.
sort of started wrapping around my arm.
Yeah. So a degree of it has expanded and stuff. So put it this way, if you spend more time in here and stuff, the entire tattoo will basically reach basically the other shoulder and down to here, wrapping all the way around to your back and down your arm. Like it will turn into basically almost a full body tattoo at that point.
Is the current growth of the tattoo right now, when I leave, is it going to slowly go back to normal, or will it stay there?
I would say it would shrink a degree, like maybe half its current size, but it did grow due to being in a place of magic connected to it.
Hmm.
And I think with this, you will get a natural ability to pick up a bit more directly with sources of life magic, specifically.
So you're letting me branch out into some druid spells?
Not spells yet. Maybe next level I'll let you grab some spells. But for right now, you can most certainly put it this way. You're trying to get a feel for like natural energies and things of that nature. But right, last thing, Miss Willows. The thing is, I'm trying to get this thing moving on so we can get you to the pit.
Right, right.
Okay, so last thing she mentioned is that she was able to get a few books way back when, and about 7 centuries ago. Oh, and was able to get a little bit information, at least. But again, she doesn't have that much.
She's over
Okay.
1,000 years old, yeah?
Yeah,
So she was around during the collapse.
she was
Oh.
around before the collapse.
Yeah. Well before the collapse. Wow.
So
Yeah.
do you know the mother and the father on that side of the gate, or no?
The books mention 2 beings of those names, but I do not know more than that.
Okay.
And I wish I had more information for you, Kain, but I don't. It was over 7 centuries ago when I last interacted with such things. And unfortunately, I couldn't offer you the books, so you could read them yourselves. Those were lost.
And that's fine. I'd kind of I spent 400 years there. I'm good.
Perceived, you spent like 100 years there.
Nope. 400
Perceived
years.
time. So you perceived all 400 years.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. W- No, there was a time dilation. You only perceived like 20 some odd years, at least when you were
No,
in
that's
there.
Let's say he perceived 100
no.
years there.
It's not that there was a time dilation. My body only physically aged that much.
Hmm.
Mentally, all that time went by.
All right. Michaeleen also had a question for her.
Anyway, she does turn to Michaeleen now, at least.
Mistress Willow,
Please.
Milia's-
Miss Willow will be fine.
Milia's tree, when it was cut down, the stump was left in the earth. And when I went back to Kaitala to see it one more time, something happened. A branch grew from it, and from it, a single apple grew. I planted that apple, and it sprouted a new tree. Will this tree become a Dryad? I know it won't be Milia, but is it her daughter?
She kind of takes all that in for a moment. She gave you the marking before she died, didn't she?
He shakes his head. Or he nods his head. Not shakes. Nods.
She did that both to protect you, but also protect herself. Oh, when a dryad dies without giving away their mark, their stump would presume to start new growth as a last resort to preserve themselves. But if the new growth happens in a place of danger, for example, a fire, it would burn and die. By sealing it within you, she preserved herself. So when you got close, it was able to produce that new growth in a safe environment. And
That doesn't work timelines wise because he would every year go back to Kaidala before losing, Holviti and his brothers. They would all go back and visit Milia's stump as well, and he had touched it then. So
were you using were you using magic back then?
yes, I was
Okay.
still learning how to use it. It's only in recent uh time that I've really become truly in depth with it. But I was still using it, and Ashard, my blade singer wizard brother, was helping me with it.
Again, I was kind of just on a roll there.
Right. I'm sorry, but I get you were on a roll. It was a good roll,
Narrative roll.
but that's a
We could
plot
say,
hole.
yeah,
It's okay.
well,
It's okay. Not quite my tempo.
that's okay.
It could be that
It was
when
you.
it
It
was
was ready.
when Michaeleen needed it most.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna revamp the whole scene and stuff just to
Right. Just from the top, Michaeleen asks,
I know it's not going to be Milia, but is it going to be her daughter?
Dryads don't have children. We simply don't. We are children ourselves, so we merely assist the creation of our siblings and such things. If you were to take a cutting from my tree and plant it, it would be a new dryad altogether.
But she wouldn't be your daughter then?
No.
Will this dryad be, when she manifests her body, will she be fully grown? Will she be a child? A babe? I don't know what to do.
It's okay, Michaeleen. She puts her hand on your shoulder and stuff, giving, again, that warm feeling that you got from her before. When dryads typically manifest their bodies, it's after their tree has become a young adult at that point. And the body typically is between the ages of 3 to 6 years old. But wait, you said you've planned. No.
I planted it on the seraphim, and I have been supplying it with magic from the Ebrithil.
as he touches his tattoo on his chest.
when she hears you say that, you've been supplying it with mana?
Yes.
A degree of worry kind of falls over her face for a brief moment as she like starts thinking. I presume you've watched the growth of this new tree.
From the day
How
it sprouted.
and you saw how it went from a small sproutling to a small sapling, and then a bit bigger from that, rather rapidly.
I thought that was normal.
It is, but the way Dryad trees work is they gather life energy around, but they normally gather enough for their next growth cycle. But if you've been supplying it with mana, its next growth cycle is going to be much more grand than in its previous. What stage was it last when you saw it?
It was just over the crown of my head.
And Michaeleen is 6'1".
The pot was on the ground?
The pot was on the ground. He had moved it to a larger pot, like a large plot.
Yeah. Then it's about to do its final growth before it manifests its body. And if you have been yes, there?
It just occurred to me: is it a large plot that is just naturally built on the seraphim?
Yeah, it was. It's in the greenhouse, and I assume that the greenhouse is fairly large, and it has like maybe two or three or four fairly large plots that are just like sunken into the ground.
Yeah. The only thing I'm wondering about that is that you've been supplying it with magic, right?
Yes.
The seraphim flows with magic. And all that
Yeah.
stuff goes into the crops.
Yeah.
Which means
So
your
it's
tree is getting
not
another source of magic.
another source of magic.
Hmm. Maybe it's
That
the wrong
thing
type
is
of magic. Like this. It's like a negative charge thing, aside from a positive charge thing. You know.
nah, dude. That thing is juice.
It's juiced.
Well, shit.
Toast.
Well, if I'm correct, its next growth will happen in, I can't say, 1 to 2 weeks. Not a moment later. Later. And when it does grow, it will be frightening, to say the least.
Will it be scary? Will it turn into a treant?
No.
No, tree ants are different things altogether, Kain.
Milia,
Rather fond things, but
Milia told me that it was like Dryads are the daughters of the Earth Mother. Treants are like the sons, but they're very different.
tree ants are more like the grumpy old men of the forest. Actually, kind of chuckles to that.
Milia once told me that they were called the Brothers of the Woods, and the
That
Dryads
would
were the sisters.
that certainly is one of their names. She just laughs. Good memories, but you do have before before this next growth cycle, you do have the chance of replanting her into a different spot, but if you do not do it soon, then it will grow in that plot. And once it reaches that stage, it'll be very difficult to remove it without hurting it.
Above board.
Is there a way we can delay it a little bit? Because I kind of
No.
want it to be planted on a certain island that you know.
I'm a wizard. I can figure that shit out.
Wizard
Yes.
bitch.
A certain
So
place
Teleportation
nearby.
is a thing that the Seraphim is equipped with.
not yet.
No, it's one way at the moment.
It's one way. It's like the spell teleport. One of the things that its description is you draw a like a sigil on the ground in a known location to you, and
Put
you can
simply,
teleport to it.
okay.
Well,
Okay, this is
the Seraphim has a one way with Abe. Teleports him to it. That's it.
Abe to the Seraphim.
Yeah, that's the teleport it has right now. Abe can take
okay,
people with him,
It's
but that's
it's nowhere
It's
near the
limited.
Starship Enterprise.
okay,
No.
okay.
Beam me up,
Okay.
Scotty.
I was just going to throw something out of the hat, but
Can we
okay,
please say that it's exactly the same as the Starship Enterprise's beam me up thing?
Beam me up, Scotty. It is a series of
beam me
runes
up,
on his
Omar.
arm.
Beam me up, Noto.
It is a series of runes on his arm, so
anyway. So I'm going to put simply above board, the party now has a decision to make within the next 2 weeks.
Where do we plant it? Or
Keep the Dryad on the ship, or let the Dryad grow. And once the Dryad is grown, it's darn near permanent. I will give you a way to move it in the future, but as of right now, you do not have it or know of it.
above board? I kind of want to keep it on the ship.
I will say we'll produce something for the party to use later on.
Yeah, just keep it on the ship.
Keep it on the ship.
I don't have an issue with that.
She'll probably be the one of the few Dryads that gets to travel around, because if she's on the Seraphim, her tree's on the Seraphim. The Seraphim moves. She can move. She can see the world, unlike many other Dryads.
We'll put her in a wheel cart.
Or can Dryads leave their trees in this world? Can they leave them if they're safe?
So, Dryads can... Okay, I'll use Ducky's character as an example. The two of them can be separated out to a certain distance. Dryads are the same way. They can physically walk away from their tree, but only so far. So Melia was able to check out maybe about 4 to 5 blocks around her tree. But that's about it.
I would have thought that the more powerful the Dryad, like the more magical energy that they have absorbed throughout their life, the further they could leave their tree. So I would have thought that Melia could at least go at least a mile outside of Kaidala's walls.
She was maybe 200 years before the collapse.
It was when she came into being.
Yeah. So she's not really that old. Dryad, standard-wise. And besides, most
So she died
Dryads...
young.
Yeah, and most Dryads, once they do get older, yes, they can wander around for miles around their tree, but it's like, why would they? They're better off making basically what Miss Willows did, a massive garden filled to the brim with life energy. Put it this way, a place like this, you can walk into it and stuff completely and be perfectly safe.
You could walk into this on 1 HP and very close to death. As soon as you cross that threshold, full health.
Yeah, full HP. A pack of wolves chases you in here. All of a sudden, those wolves are licking your face and stuff and treating you like you're their best friend.
Those wolves turn into bushes.
Put it this way, everything is again, natural law of things. You do not kill in a Dryad's garden. Period.
Ah,
kinda one of the
shit. Look at that bug, Smish.
Anyways,
So Kezes doing that to Milia and everyone else was a very taboo thing.
very much so.
Ooh, do you think his bastardized version of your tattoo would kill him if he was brought here?
Probably. It's called the Dryad's Bane for a reason. Or the Dryad's Blessing is what Michaeleen has is and
I'm pretty sure we
no,
called
if
the
it was
Dryad.
no, because if it was Dryad's Bane, then it would be the thing that hurts
Kills
Dryads,
dryads.
not the other way around.
Dryad's curse.
That
Weird.
works.
Anyways. You don't know. But I can tell that. Yes. Well, you need to get a move on regardless.
All right.
Elizabeth, please show him the way back. Yes, Miss Willow. She proceeds to Kain. Elizabeth proceeds to walk over next to you and stuff as she holds out her hand and stuff, kind of waiting for you to put your hand or claw in it.
I will put my big gangly ass claw in her hand.
She gently grabs around like the tip of your finger and proceeds to start leading you out of her garden and leading you back.
Before Michaeleen leaves, in Sylvan, he says to her, "Thank you for your wisdom, daughter of the Earth Mother."
As you go to turn away, Michaeleen, she puts a hand on.
I look back.
Michaeleen. When trees get Michaeleen, learn to grow past your wounds, your traumas and tribulations. Bury them and forget them? No, don't. Learn to grow past them. They are part of you. Every ring is a year of a tree's life. You have them too. So if you look on them, if you looked at the rings of my tree, you'll see every trial and hardship I had to go through. But I'm still here. I made it past. Don't let them become festering wounds for you. Learn to grow past them. They are not bad. They're going to make you stronger. I promise.
Is this conversation in Sylvan?
Yes, absolute.
I'm sorry, Miss Willow. But this wound is still too fresh to heal. I hear your wisdom, and I see that it is true. But I can't go past this yet. I'm sorry. I'm just a mortal man.
A mortal man that's been blessed by Dryad. You're more than you think. You are much more than what you think you are, Michaeleen. But time has passed. You must be on your way.
Farewell.
You will speak again when you come back to my garden.
Farewell, Miss Willow. And thank you for your wisdom.
Kain and Michaeleen proceed to head back to the castle. And Elizabeth, once you guys get within maybe 100 yards of the castle, Elizabeth proceeds to kind of let go and proceeds to start running back toward the castle. You guys go back to your friends. I have my ways in.
Yeah, it
As
would be
she-
misunderstood if we tried to chase after her.
Yeah. As she proceeds to dart back in and stuff, a skiff. I'll simply kind of flies overhead and lands. And as both you hear in your ear at least, Abe's voice.
Ah, shit, he can talk again.
Abe? Skiff just flew over our heads, landed slowly, and
And we hear your voice.
with the earrings we're both wearing, we hear your voice. What does he say?
Well, I said, "Oh shit, we can hear." He can speak
I don't know.
again.
I'm not Dare or Abe.
I know. That's why I'm saying this to Dave. Or to Dare.
Dave, your new name
Dave.
is Dave.
Yes, Dave.
Don't be a Dave.
Dare and
Daddy
Abe.
Dave.
Babe. Not Dave, Dabe. I said
Dave.
Babe.
Davis.
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 Dibulus.
Demos.
Are you done?
Beavis.
Bob.
Are the two of you concluded with your business?
Yeah, but now we gotta find something.
There's also something I should probably tell you. But we'll discuss it when I get back to the Seraphim.
As you say that, the Seraphim itself kind of gives off its loud horns. Well, light loud horns as it just kind of flies overhead. The Seraphim just lands. No, the Seraphim itself does not. It's above hands of the skiff lands. You guys hop onto it and fly back into the Seraphim itself. And you guys make your way to the command room, at
The
least
whole
where the
party is all
where the
back together.
party has been gathered.
I'd say the
Yeah.
party's back together.
Yeah, the whole party's back together on the Seraphim, yeah.
Yep, Becky, you can interact now.
I am surprised with how much food you were just able to pound.
It comes with survival.
Michaeleen and Kain, you hear this conversation up as you guys walk in.
They've been going for 20 minutes.
I
I
don't
like to
think they
eat.
were breathing that whole time.
I like to eat. What's so wrong about that?
Look,
You look 2 weeks
If you want
pregnant.
some,
I eat a lot.
if you want something good to eat, I can cook you something.
I mean, I never say no to free food.
How
Jeff
the hell
kinda,
can you eat more?
Jeff kind of clears his mechanical voice.
My second stomach.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, in a simply riveting conversation, but I presume it would be best to get back to our primary objective.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, yes. You'll remember the pit that we were going towards before we crashed.
Well, it was only minor damages to engines. How many engines exactly are on the back of this thing? Like four or
Four.
five? Four? It was only moderate damage up to engines 1 through 3. Engine 4 and stuff was completely intact. Well, besides when the coolant leak happened on the repairs during the repairs.
Yeah, we're lucky this thing didn't explode. Anyways, let's get back on the flight.
As everyone feels the Seraphim kind of turn around and start moving back towards the pit. At a fairly brisk pace. You guys will be there within, let's say, 30 minutes.
I'd like to ask Michaeleen something.
Sure.
Could you? I'm doing this, like in game. Could you potentially use your contacts and shit to look into the black water she spoke of?
You're asking me to burn, and I know a guy.
Potentially.
I know a
Yeah.
guy.
All right.
Ask him in character. Ask him in character instead of Michaeleen reply in character.
No,
So
how
Michaeleen-
about this? Michaeleen was thinking about what was said to Kain, and he thinks of somebody.
Kain, you know how Miss Wheeler said someone might know. You might find someone who knows of the Catalan. I think I know a guy.
You just say that again real quick, just a touch louder with the mic a bit closer. You're a little quiet.
Miss Wheeler said that we could find someone possibly that knows about the Catalan. I think I might know someone. I might know a guy.
Holy
Damn
shit,
it.
he said the
All
thing.
right.
Holy shit, he said the line!
He said the line.
And
Fucking said
now I'm down to 4. I know a guys.
Nobody said you couldn't use points of inspiration to restore one of those.
No, I had 6. I know a guys. If we ever ran into anything we didn't have, the I know a guys can be for anything. The first 2 just happened to be for like story driven something, but they can be for anything. Like if we need somebody's help to like steal something, I know a guy.
No, a guy.
I need high grade neutronium.
I think I might know a guy.
I
He
need
said
to
it,
learn
you're
how
not
to
doing it.
dream and visit the
No,
multiverse through my
that
mind.
was above board. I'm still on
Ted,
4.
Ted. Anyways,
I need to visit the hellscape. Do you think that might be possible?
I don't know anyone who would know about the hellscape.
The fuck are you?
I need
what
to
the
learn how to dream.
What's the
walk
point of
throughout
having
the
you
multiverse.
around?
okay.
So
Back on point.
Michaeleen basically saying that
I may know someone. There was someone I met in my travels. He was a little kooky in the head, but he knew a lot about the continent. I think his name was
Flavor Jackson.
Grimly something.
Wait. Say that again?
I think his name was Grimly something. He was
Oh,
a little
no.
crazy in the head, but he knew a lot about the continent.
basically the realm between realms, the
Okay.
shadow realm, the place where unknowable knowledge is.
You're talking about Jackson Grimley? The
Hold
sanest
on, this is for you,
man.
Matt. This is for you. Jackson Grimley is now in the campaign.
Hold on a second. You referred to me by MATT. That ain't here, my guy.
Sorry. Reroll. Boo, that's for you. Jackson Grimley's in the campaign now.
Wonderful. I exist. And I've seen things.
You're gonna see more things.
Oh, no, you're bottom tier. I've seen horrible abominations that no
I'm
man can ever
talking about
comprehend.
Gub.
Oh, no, him and I, we go back. We were in college.
All right.
All right,
The
I
information
called that-
is in the
I
world
called that
now.
captain.
We know a guy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Boo goes with yeah, I'm alive now. And I've seen things.
No, I'm not
I'm
Boo. I'm
alive
Jackson
now.
Grimley.
And I've seen things.
Okay. And you know what? If I'm correct, Jackson is human?
Jackson
We're-
Grimley is human.
We are going to
Brian
say
is
that
human.
Was.
he
Was.
was human once. Now,
Guy's a fucking
after-
lich.
No, he's a lich without really realizing he's a lich. He thinks he's just really old and just looks good for his age. He doesn't realize that he got turned into a lich.
You know,
Does
I
he have a-
shook hands with a writhing tornado of flaming worms, and now I'm forever Jackson. I've watched all my friends die.
Does Mr. Grimley have a journal of some kind?
No, but Jackson, well, kind of. Jackson Grimley is a playwright. Anytime he gets an idea for a show, he jots it down.
Okay.
Most of his shows are mad ramblings.
Anyways, Abe, with your memory and stuff, you do remember Michaeleen mentioning that he had something to tell you, but didn't yet.
Michaeleen, I remember you saying there was something you wanted to tell me.
Yes, it is. Well, follow me.
As he's going to make his way over to the greenhouse.
Abe will follow.
Is this the first time Abe has actually seen the tree? Because I don't think he's actually gone in here yet.
No, Abe would not have gone in here yet. This was pretty much made for you, so.
First time actually going in here, besides construction.
Besides construction and Odon's going in and out of here.
Michaeleen's going to show him the Dryad sapling.
This is something that I picked up in Kaitala when I visited Miria's memorial. You know I got something from there, didn't you?
Yes, I remember.
This is the tree that grew from the apple that sprouted from Miria's stump. And while I meant to meet with Miss Willow, she said that because of my actions in supplying it with magic, my own magic, it is growing at a much faster rate. And its growth cycle, well, it's not far from being fully grown and manifesting a Dryad of its own.
I see. That Dryad would be connected to the Seraphim.
More or less, her tree would be here. She would be bound to the Seraphim as long as the tree stayed here. But I wanted to tell you that it could grow rather large.
A tree.
Rather large.
I see. Well, there's only so far a tree's roots can go in a greenhouse. They don't go much farther down.
I know.
What if you were to make it flying?
But what if the roots just spilled out of the plot and just went all over the room or over the? This is above board, of course.
Paint it bluntly of like what essentially the roots will probably do when it grows, or
Destroy the ship.
Wait.
It won't destroy the ship.
I can guarantee the ship would not be destroyed. Just put it this way: the bed would quickly fill up, and then it would go past the bed, integrating itself into the Seraphim, connecting to pipelines, sewage lines, and various other things.
It's gonna wrap around the ship. The ship is gonna look natural. Like
Put it this way:
cross
the
between
the
nature
Going
and
Mary,
machine.
the Going Mary and the Sunny from
Yeah.
One Piece.
No.
It's gonna be like the tree sections in those, but bigger.
The tree section in the Going Merry was just a bed, like a flower bed. And it's the same with the Mary. Or it's the same with the
trying
Sunny.
to give a rough
Seraphim.
I'm trying to give a rough idea here, okay?
Well, what you're saying is that it's quite literally going to break through barriers, wrap around
And
pipes.
integrate with systems.
You won't have a Dryad.
You'll have a Mecha Dryad.
No, you'll have a tech spirit.
It put it this way. The Dryad tree will essentially hook up to things of nutrients and power. At least to keep itself sustained. It's still going to be a Dryad regardless. Again, Melia's tree was on an artifact supplying her with water and energy. In the middle of a desert. Did she turn to a tech spirit? No. The tree is mainly keeping herself alive, so.
But she still had access to the ground, though, didn't she?
Yeah.
She did, but Kyla rests on the border between the Alacrian Waste and Southern Mandex.
But I'm saying, even if she was on that pedestal or whatever, if her roots still went into the ground deep enough, they can find nutrients. But in this case, it would be magic, which I think Berdare's going with it is that it's not a natural source of magic.
It's not a natural source of magic. The source of magic going through the ship is a fire sword.
A demonic
And it's a
fire
tree,
sword,
and it's a tree spirit. So instead of nature magic flowing through a Dryad, it's gonna be infernal magic. And
Yeah,
not
I kinda
like
wanna get-
Unless you could say it where it somehow purifies it for itself, but
maybe, but
It's filtering it through the roots.
Put it this way, we will pluck this particular chicken on a later date. Again, you guys have 2 weeks. 2 weeks in game to figure out whether you want to plant this or
I
move
got
it
this.
somewhere else.
I got this. Michaeleen, I'm going to be honest with you. If this thing is going to get much bigger, it's going to need a much bigger plant bed. And if it doesn't get that, it's going to use the ship. A Dryad needs magic and nutrients to sustain it. The magic that flows through this ship is either man-made or demonic. If you want a Dryad to contain either of those magics, fine, we'll leave it here. But if you want it to be healthy, we need to find somewhere else to place it.
Okay.
above board, hypothetically, I do they know about the plans for everything you're doing there?
Nope.
Okay, so
What I would say,
Ooh.
what I would say, I'm building a city. I wouldn't mind a Dryad's tree in the town square.
That would
Or,
be a good place for her.
or if you want, we can do the main hall.
The main hole. Sorry, main hole.
all.
Main hall.
Main
Or you
hall.
could put her in the castle, like a castle courtyard, so
That's
she's protected.
like the main hall.
Oh, okay.
Miss Willow says we have 2 weeks to decide.
Well, we've got a pit to discover, and then you know a guy in the Beastmen territory, so we have to go back up that way anyways.
Okay.
Think about it. I'd be honored if you'd allow that.
All right. It's as good as place as any.
not gonna lie to you guys, was kind of like above board. Was kind of hoping that the Dryad could stay on the ship and sort of be like, you know, instead of Michaeleen being all broody and whatnot, kind of has like this 3-year-old little Dryad you got to take care of.
Well, I had 2 ideas for that, but
Grandpa
got a little
Eiko.
bit cut off.
Papa Michaeleen.
I mean, let's be honest, right? The magic, it's not guaranteed that the magic on the Seraphim would be detrimental.
Unless
You may just have a hot-headed Dryad.
ceremony. We could also just do some sort of purifying ceremony.
Well, we'd
That
have,
too as well.
we'd have to
Or she could
purify
just
the
build up
fire
an
sword.
immunity to it.
You do have a cleric and paladin set that could
Not-
do.
Not to mention Azzy, who was trained in both arc forging and holy forging.
Could I
And
give y'all
celestial
my ideas
blood.
for it real quick? I had 2 ideas that I was trying to get across, but
Yes.
okay. So, what if you were to build a separate, not toe behind, but like another flying or something, just with a different power source?
Like a Professor Xavier chair.
A flying
Not
baby
Like a
carriage.
floating island.
Yes.
Trent?
And
Honestly,
for 2, you could have it where, like I was saying, her being raised with this energy, but also getting the natural energy and everything else
From not only Michaeleen, but
from everything. It could help her build up an immunity to that kind of energy and or resistances to its effects, etc.
I mean, thinking about it this way, this Dryad, if it stayed on the ship, would have access to multiple different forms of magic. Instead of just nature magic, it would have access to Michaeleen's connection to the weave, which is the magic it normally would get. But it would also have access to the holy magic that Rainlow provides, the lightning magic that Eiko provides, the demonic and holy magic that Abe and Kain provide.
And whatever the fuck's going on with that egg.
And whatever the fuck's going on with
my
that
God.
egg.
I think
She
the
is
egg
short.
and the okay. My idea was maybe if the egg isn't fully evil and it does hatch into something that could be raised to be good, Dryad, sister, or whatever for egg, kids.
It just hatches into a second Gub Gub.
No.
Fuck you, no. I am not raising another Gub Gub.
No, we have to
You
raise
didn't
this
even
new
raise
Gub
one.
Gub to be good.
It'll be Goob Goob.
We'll have to put it down. We will
Hey,
old
hey,
yell
I'm
at
Goob
it.
Goob.
No, hold on. Could you imagine this thing just hatching and going,
What?
Bitch!
"That's the puta."
Imagine it just kicks Michaeleen in the chin.
All right, so we're gonna start heading over towards the Beastman territory.
Well,
No, we need to
right
head
now
over
we're going to
we
the
need
pit.
to go to the pit.
Oh,
We're on our
my-
way to the pit right now.
okay, last 2 cents I'm gonna toss out the way. I genuinely see it. You guys are gonna take care of the pit, how long that takes. And once you guys start moving in a certain direction and stuff, essentially the tree is gonna grow in the ship because you guys are running out of time. You guys have 2 weeks. So spend it wisely.
I'm surprised you haven't brought Eiko over to investigate as well.
As
I mean,
long
he's very welcome to walk in here whenever he wants.
as long as I have a guarantee that it
Never
won't mess
really.
with the ship, I don't really mind it.
Put it this way, above board, it's not really going to mess with the ship. If anything, it's just going to provide a new resource for the party to use.
Could also provide it with some sort of divine protection.
My chopped liver?
Well, you got your divine protection, but this is a different kind of like 2 layers,
is
like 2
nature
different holy shields.
This is nature's protection.
I know, I'm just I'm just pulling your leg.
No. With the divine protection,
Ducky,
we're going to summon Wukong's bitch. We're going to summon Wukong's bitch.
Duck. Hun,
Yes, I'm
you're
listening.
fantastic. But Dryad magic, come on.
We haven't
No.
even used the
Guys,
full
you're not
extent
I'm
of duck
arguing
magic
against it. I
yet.
just asked if I was
Guys,
fucking
you don't know the
chopped
legend of
liver.
Wukong. There's like 9 different flavors of immortality and stuff. Your ship's going to have 9 different flavors of divine protection.
Yeah, not to mention the shield that was put up after the Celestial, so...
Oh, Joey has a temp HP pool now. How big?
Large.
112 million.
It's a big-ass shield.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy tearing that to pieces.
You won't be able to.
I just threw out the number 112 million. That's not how much it has. I don't know.
I know you just point a number out your end. Anyway, you guys come into view. So as this riveting conversation is happening, Jeff proceeds to clear. Well, the Noto says, "Destination coming into view. View off port side." More.
Port and starport.
Yeah, port side, left side.
Port and starboard.
Anyway, to your left. You guys proceed to see this massive coast bank that's coming around, leading to 2 massive stone archways. This is a massive pit, easy enough to fit the Seraphim into it, but maybe 50 yards both off the ass end of the Seraphim and off the tip of the bow of the ship before you guys are touching the stone itself. So this is significantly smaller, but still big enough to fit this ship inside.
Hold on. Editor Dare, put up the map really quickly. Show where the thing is. And I'm right now just going to really quickly open this thing in a browser, because if you're saying...
Put it this way, I'm not looking at the map. I'm not looking at the map at all. So...
Right, because...
Can you share your screen, please?
On my legs.
Okay, so if we're here, and you're saying there's 50 yards between these 2 stone arches, the Seraphim is fucking massive.
Yes, it is.
Okay, no, that doesn't... Okay. Again, I was not looking at the map, so I was keeping my
The
own
Seraphim is probably the size of my cursor.
That would be a fair, because the Alacrian pit is actually significantly bigger than this pit, so yeah. Okay, yeah, no. So
No, we've already established. All right. Hold on.
The Seraphim is like the size of Central Park.
We've already established, if you look at my screen. All right. This point here. This point to Arathnica. That's 1,000 miles.
This point to Arathnica. What point?
This point here to Arathnica. It's 1,000 miles that we traveled.
Yeah.
Maybe 750. Or 500 if you're being generous.
And the Seraphim
Yeah,
is like the
500.
size of your cursor.
Yeah.
Yeah, right about that. Size of Central Park.
Okay, so I'm gonna say you guys. So you said a little lake and stuff right there near the edge of it. You guys are maybe behind that.
This one? Or this one?
Big one,
Smaller.
big one behind that, closer. You know.
Editor Dare, put this image right there.
Boink.
Anyway, so the ship's currently there, and you can see all around the rim of this place large chunks of stone walls and bricks thrown throughout. Out great monuments. Okay, I can
Old
actually hear
ruins.
myself. Old ruins can be seen in of the library. Not very much, but you can get bits and pieces. That one there's most certainly something here. When it got hit, chunks of it did go flying. The air around this place seems to be eerily still, even though the sound of the ocean can be heard. Or the waves splashing on the rocks down below. Okay, can you stop sharing your screen, please? Thank you. Anyway, so you guys all collectively decide to get out of the ship and start looking around.
Well,
I'm riding around on Lucy, looking around.
Abe's immediately already hopped on a hoverboard and he's down there.
Okay. As the party collectively goes on and starts walking around the rim, you guys maybe get 20 feet away from the edge. You pass some sort of threshold because all of a sudden, once you guys get 20 feet away from the edge where the straight cliff goes down, the scene changes around you. The sky goes grimly gray with pale greens and blues. A very thick and heavy fog is all around you all of a sudden. The day that was sunny is now very gloomy, as you see the original library as it once was, standing before you, towering above, as a central tower with two stone sections kind of curving around it, almost making a crown.
Abe?
As you see the great doors sitting in front.
Abe, did you secretly create time travel behind my back?
Not yet, I haven't.
Okay, then what the hell is going on?
Well, I'd say that was an interdimensional field that we passed through. And this is what was hiding on the other side.
Oh, hold on. Can we back up a moment and see if the skies will go back to sunny and blue,
I'll do that.
and then go back?
Right up.
My question is, what would happen if someone stands sideways between the thresholds? Would they just see one side with one eye, like gray, cloudy skies, and the other like blue, beautiful sky?
What threshold? You're in front of the library of Mandex. Were you not meant to
That was above board, sir.
I'm trying to get the mood in, okay? But
in other words, we're stuck here. Nobody realizes why we're confused.
Yeah.
Even though nobody was introduced to talk to us.
Sorry.
So
what does the party wish to do now?
Well, Abe's still going. He's going straight for the library. He was told about all the fucking promise of knowledge that this thing has. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'm going right next to Abe on that. I'm going to. Oh,
I'm
wait up.
following Abe.
I look behind us to look for the Seraphim.
It's not there.
Michaeleen, aren't you coming?
Brother, there's a bit of an issue.
What issue?
What?
There's knowledge to be had.
The ship is
Abe,
gone.
the Seraphim is gone.
Wait, what?
You
What?
turn around and the ship is not there.
Where is my ship?
As you say that, you hear the sound of giant doors creaking open. Adds, if you can add a sound effect and stuff to that nature, that would be awesome.
I will.
As it almost feels like the library itself. It almost feels the library itself wants you to enter.
I don't think I
Okay.
want to go into this library anymore.
I'm just gonna grab
You know what? Clearly we've
everybody
been
and drag
fucking
them in.
invited, and I'm betting the answers to where my ship is in there.
I'm
So
just gonna
whether you
drag
like it or not,
Eiko
I'm
in.
going.
I
Eiko's
hope that
going in
priest
against his
didn't
own
send us
will.
to our death.
If we
As
die,
you
we'll come
walk-
back later.
As you walk in, you enter a small lobby. Lobby that's 60 feet wide by 20 feet long. Wait, no. Let me rephrase. 60 feet wide by 40 feet long. That narrows down into a 40-foot wide pathway that leads down to a staircase that kind of spreads out. As you guys stare before you, a massive library. 4 stone pillars in the middle of near the center of the room go all the way up to the ceiling. There's a giant glass dome of like blue and green stained glass over the top, shining down light, illuminating this entire place. Beautiful artworks hang upon the walls, tapestries, and bookshelves that go an easy 20 feet high.
Greetings, I am Wang Shitong, he who knows 10,000 things.
In staring before, in a smaller section on a large round carpet, there are 4 smaller stone pillars, but they're more like podiums that go a little bit higher. And in the center of that looks like to be a lectern with a book closed upon it, as you guys are roughly gazing. And there seems to be another staircase that leads up to a bit of a bigger landing, but you can't see past that. And these bookshelves are massive all the way around.
As much as I hate to say this, nobody touch anything.
What about the floor?
Still shot. Still shot
You.
of Rainlow reaching up to touch something. Doesn't matter what. Still
Rainbow.
shot.
I'm
Looks like a
standing
tiny
directly
statue.
next to Rainlow.
Okay,
Rainbow,
Rainbow,
no.
Rainbow. Your character notices it's a particularly shiny statue of, like, let's say, an elf made of, like, what looks like to be sterling silver that was surprisingly well done. Besides this thin layer of dust, you were like mid-reaching and stuff, like booba. Would you grab?
Just
Wait, she was going to grab the boob of this elf statue?
Yeah.
Was I?
Were you?
Were you?
No.
They look
I
rather
was
nice.
gonna touch the tit. I was gonna touch the tit.
Please grab it and make it squishy.
I think
Rainbow
that
is
was.
like-
I think that was
like,
Retlow in
bro-
in the head of Rainlow, controlling the body at that point.
Yeah,
No, I
it
think
was
Rainlow.
it was one of honestly probably both of them. There's 2 brain cells like titty, but they're like frozen. As soon as Abe said like don't touch anything, they're literally caught in a cookie, reaching their hand into a cookie jar like ah!
Yes, Rainlow. That means you can't touch the elf tit. Get away from it.
Are we trying to touch the floor?
Eiko, I have
Eiko,
half a
you-
mind to bash your head into it.
Eiko.
Okay, what would the party like to do?
I would like to.
I'm a molest a statue.
I'm gonna cast
No.
detect magic.
Yeah, that's the first thing.
I think it's pretty obvious.
There's
Magic?
also the option of trying to cast dispel magic to see if it shimmers and goes away.
But
You cast
it
detect
depends
magic.
on.
Magic fills this entire place from stem to stern. It's like you're looking in a bucket of magic wands and everything's glowing.
Okay. I will expend a spell slot to cast dispel magic.
It
On what
doesn't even.
level?
You can do it up to level 5. We are that level.
Michaeleen, turn your camera off and on real quick.
What level are we? We're level 10.
Mm-hmm.
We done?
I can only do level 3.
Level 3. Okay. Michaeleen popped out for a hot second, I think his. thing
Okay, I was
being moved.
confused. All right.
It's okay. Anyway, you cast
Wait.
it at the highest level you can. It doesn't even engage. It's like you feel the magic maybe come like halfway up your forearm before it fizzles out, so it doesn't even come to your
My
fingertips.
apologies. Discord is being neurodivergent.
Does that mean it's necessarily bad?
No, it's not necessarily bad, but it
Just
did have a little.
indecisive.
You mean mad.
Would you have rather I said the R word?
It would be
You know,
retarded.
we don't ever say it's being neurodivergent when it does something cool. You know?
No,
Anyway,
we
I
don't
get
we
you
don't
there.
do that.
So, Abe, you try to cast a spell magic, it doesn't even leave your fingertips and flops.
Is this thing resonating with my tattoo?
You aren't
Is this
getting
place?
anything. You aren't getting anything with your tattoo.
Am I getting anything?
You get maybe the barest hint of shadows, but this entire thing's been rather tricky. Icky to your feel.
Can I cast
Renlo,
identify?
do you detect any holy magic here?
I don't know. Do I? Do you want me to roll for it?
If you like,
Okay.
Arcana check.
Okay. That would be 16? No, 17.
$17 altogether.
Mhm.
You may feel a slight bit of divine magics, but they're spread throughout this place.
So
Again,
there'd be more like artifacts that are in this place that have divine magic instead of this place being divinely magicked.
degrees of that nature. Degrees of that nature. You guys are all still kind of acclimated to the magical feel of this place. So right now, you guys can't tell heads or tails of anything magic-wise at the current moment.
Would we
Identify
all
that is that this is heavy-duty illusion magic.
should we all
I do illusion magic.
Do we all what now?
possibly, I hate to use the word, but separately investigate this place and then group back within this room?
Let's split up, gang.
You want to split up?
Right.
It doesn't
All
seem
right.
like there's any other option we've got.
Should we split up in pairs?
We have an odd number, guys.
No, we don't.
Myself. I won't touch anything. Promise. Pinky promise.
Renna, can you speed up?
Oh. Sorry, I'm sick.
I'll go by myself. I promise, won't touch anything.
Randlo.
I don't touch
No,
that.
Renna, you will go with me. Retlo, you will go with Eiko. Kain and Abe, you go together.
All right. And Rainlow's gonna kick the ground and then pop into Reyna and Retlo. And they're go their separate ways. Well, they can't really go too far away from each other, actually. Let's remember that.
Because
now that
they'll
I'm
rubber
thinking about it.
band.
Yeah,
So
because
they
they can
pretty
only
much
go
have to
like
go
100
together.
meters. Oh, what, was it 100 meters? Feet? Okay,
We'll
definitely not
100
meters.
feet.
split up into 2 groups then. 3 and 3.
All right. Eiko, you take Renna and Retlo. Kain, Abe, I will go with you.
Sounds like a plan.
Michaeleen
Fair enough.
has worked in situations with a group like this where he has had to split up. Or at least he did in his backstory.
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of excited to just explore this place.
Yeah.
As
Lizard
am I,
group.
but we must be cautious.
Lizard group.
Lizard
Just
group.
Lucy
High
crawls
five.
off of Michaeleen's shoulder and goes over to Reyna and Retlo and Eiko. Looks up, flicks her tongue.
You're staying with us now. You're in lizard group.
Lizard group.
Lizard
Fine.
group.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get it, mammal.
You wouldn't get it. Mammal.
So I'm going to take a-
Lucy bites Aiko's ankle after he calls Michaeleen just a mammal.
Mammal degrading.
I don't know whether or not I should send a picture of this to you guys. And you guys want to map this out?
What is it?
The dungeon map.
Ah,
Ooh.
You guys are in a dungeon.
yeah. Well, who's gonna take the time to draw out the map on something digital so we can all see?
Well, normally the DM would have ahead of
To
time.
do that ahead of time.
You
I
got a
was trying-
pooper for something. You can draw it on paper, yes, that's fine. But you got to put it into digital form.
Sir, there's literally computer programs we were showing you how to use. And you had
Right.
multiple hours before the session.
If you would have told me, I would have drawn it for you. Since I'm drawing Kain right now still.
Anyway, well, do you have graph paper by any chance?
Graph
do.
paper.
No. I haven't had
Eiko,
graph paper since I was in high school.
I have it somewhere. I know I have it. I just don't know where it is at the moment.
Okay, we'll just go with the theater of mind for right now. Next session, we will prep accordingly.
Zoinks.
Between this session and the next session, you can draw the dungeon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you don't,
Anyway.
there will be a penalty.
So,
I'll
with
kiss
the
your
dungeon
dad.
itself, it's kind of split into 3 sections. You have the center core with the staircase that goes down and leads into it. But then right at the base of that staircase are 2 more that kind of curl up to the side with 2 strips on either side that go back down into the main central. Those 2 side pieces have all the bookshelves on them.
I'll take the right.
I'll be right behind you in that case.
Yeah. Lizards.
Lizards.
Leaves us with the left.
Oh my gosh, we're all mages. We're like lizard wizards.
Oh,
Lizard
God damn
wizards.
you!
You
I
two
mean,
are too much right now.
Lucy can grow and shrink her size due to her harness, but I guess that's sort of a wizard trick.
King Gizzard, the lizard
And
wizard.
focus, please. Lizard wizards, you guys. Okay. The party proceeds to explore throughout. You guys see many things. I presume the lizard party is moving a touch faster than the other party.
Oh yeah, no. I
Probably.
assume you're
Probably.
dragging me like I'm some kind of parent, and you're in like a
Yeah.
candy store.
Well,
Yeah,
Retlo
Wow.
for sure is because he fucking loves books. Raina is just like hands like chilling on her belt, just walking behind y'all.
I would have
Okay.
thought Raina would have liked books.
So Raina likes books because her brother used to read them to her.
Can she not read?
She can read. She can read, but that was just like they would
Aw,
have
siblings.
Retlo was the cleric, and so he would read the scriptures every single night, and she would just listen to her brother. So she likes books, but she prefers she's more of a action girly.
Hey, Raina. Or can I this is about board. Can I send you a picture of a sketch that I drew and I'm just too damn afraid to do any kind of line work on it because it's such a damn good sketch.
I'm going
Yeah.
to the bathroom.
I want to ask you if you can do the line art digitally for me.
Yeah, I can do that. Just send it over.
So then, I will say the lizard group comes first to what looks like to be a rather large, somewhat blank-looking wall that seems to. It looks like there might have been a door there, but it looks like it's always been a wall. But there is one thing odd that there seems to be. What looks like to be a sculpture of a tree, but seems to be missing something. Or
Can I do an investigation check on that tree?
Sure.
May I investigate that tree?
Of course.
Investigate that tree.
Investigate that tree. That's my favorite game show, folks. Let me just Google my boop over here. Boop boop. 19 plus 5, so it's 24. Yeah, baby.
Anyway, as you look at the thing of itself, the piece seems to be rather beautiful, but it definitely seems like it's missing parts that you do not know what they are. The entire tree is made out of
Parts.
sterling.
Plural.
The tree seems to be made of silver. And just from what you can tell, it's like pure grade silver, like 100% purity. Definitely something to keep an eye on for.
How many things are missing from it? Can I tell like what spots are missing from it?
By the rough count, you can see maybe 5 holes around the tree. You can see a few of them, like these silver leaves are kind of on the tree, but there are very few of them. But 5 of them seem to be missing.
Do I
And
have
the tree,
any example of what I would be looking for? So like leaves or branches?
you can see on like the bed and stuff where like at the base of the tree, there's like these tiny silver leaves and stuff, like yayish big, and they seem to be roughly not like if you take a teardrop and stretch it out a little bit and more pointed, that's kind of what they look like.
Yeah.
Silver leaves. That's basically what you're looking for.
Hmm.
Only I had locate object.
I have
And
locate object.
Well, you're
As
not with us, are you, mammal?
Mammal.
anyway,
Give me a second. Let
Re-
me check my stuff.
Reina, as you guys are kind of looking around, you do notice behind that there's basically a straight pathway that leads. Basically, there's a staircase behind you that leads down back into that central column area, and you guys can see a podium in the middle of that section with a book that's closed on it.
Hmm. Raina's gonna like lean back, looking at this, kind of elbow Aiko in the knee because that's probably where her elbow would be. Can we just look around? I mean, it's probably right over there.
Fair enough. There's floating book in a pedestal, fun.
Definitely not cursed or anything.
That's definitely not. Well, as long as
I
we don't
nothing about
touch
floating.
it, we'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
Luckily, I know Mage Hand.
And Raina's gonna look right at Retlo like, if you touch it, I will beat you.
I guess I'll stroll down over to that pedestal.
Okay. We turn back to the other party. They proceed to make it to the other side and find an odd-looking sculpture as well. It shows what looks like to be a person that
That's what.
that's been pinned was a that has several holes into them, about 5 in total. One in each shoulder, one in their throat, and then one on like each leg. At least. And they seem to have been pinned by something, but those things seem to be removed. The slots seem thin and narrow, maybe blade-like in nature, or no, it's too thick to be that. You proceed. Abe. Dare. I'm hitting him with that frog.
Hmm.
Did you say frog? Don't lick the frog.
Lick the frog.
No, don't
Get
lick the frog.
high. Lick the
The
frog.
company won't. The company won't let you.
Dare, wake up.
Reina, I
Yeah.
just sent you the picture and a little bit of lore behind it that I came up with for it.
Okay. Let me take a
Everyone,
peek.
heads up, ears.
Earphones off.
Oh my god! Thanks for not giving me a single effing chance to.
You good, man? You awake?
My ears.
Yeah, I'm awake.
Okay. I seems like people are starting to crash out and stuff. Let's get the pedestal dealt with, and then we can call it there right now.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Abe, you are looking around. You see this weird-looking artwork as well. It looks to be someone that was pinned up against a wooden board, or with the things that were pinning them, 5 in total, now being missing. You look around and see that directly opposite of the artwork, at least, is a staircase that leads directly to the center. As you can see, a pedestal, and you see Ayako, Retlo, and Reina walking towards it.
Walking towards the pedestal.
Yeah,
There's
they're
five.
walking down a staircase that's opposite of the one you guys are on top of.
Okay.
Can we shout over to them to ask them what they think the answer to the puzzle is? Or when we try and raise our voices past a certain level, is it all silent in here? Oh wait, shit. It's a library. What if we're too loud and there's something that's going to come out and eat us?
I think
That
that
would be fun.
That would be fun, but that may be overthinking it.
I'm sorry, I tend to overthink shit like this.
That's all right. Abe's gonna.
We have the earpieces.
Yeah, we have the earpieces, so Abe's just literally gonna be like, "Did you guys find anything?"
Well,
Like-
there is a very decorative tree made of rare metals that is missing leaves, about 5. And of course, down the stairs there is a pedestal with a book. And I am tempted to investigate further and possibly use Mage Hand to get a closer.
The thing that we are currently standing in front of, Michaeleen, Kain, and Abe, did you say it's a statue of a woman?
Painting.
I said person.
A statue of a person.
Yeah,
Is
that was.
is it a female person?
Sure, let's say it's female.
Okay, so statue of a tree on the other side, and a lady on this side. What does that sound like to you guys?
It sounds like a dryad, except the way that Salt just said that made it seem like the gender of the statue doesn't fucking
Does
matter.
not matter. Yeah.
All right.
So,
But that it's a person and a tree. I'm sorry, that's where my
Yes.
brain is right now.
Put it this way. Very good thing and stuff. Completely different art.
Okay.
so 5 things are missing from both of them. Is there anything we've even seen or anything that could fill in these things missing?
I got
5
something to put in them holes.
Shut up. 5 leaves missing from that one, and what? 5 things that are supposed to be holding up this statue.
I'm gonna try and put my tentacles in holes.
I really
that.
wish you shouldn't.
They're holes.
Do not like the way you
that
said
used
that.
to have something in them.
I'm a fish inside. See if there's a release mechanism, you know?
There's nothing, just holes that used to have something in them.
Well,
Again, is there anything nearby we can see?
So far, collective thing, that pedestal in the middle seems to be the only thing that seems to be odd.
All right. Abe's going down to the pedestal.
I'll beat you to it.
Don't tempt me, because I will have Abe grow wings.
I was going. I can grow wings. What are you talking about?
I can also grow wings.
I don't have my bug armor. I can't
Aiko's
fly.
about 40 feet just saying, Aiko's about 40 feet away from it while you're like maybe, what? 80?
Whatever. I'm going to start heading towards it.
I'll meet you at the bottom.
You guys collectively, and like the entire party meets up around this lectern, and there seems to be a reasonably sized book and stuff with a blue casing on it with a clasp on it.
Can I investigate the book? I'm not going to touch it quite yet,
Sure.
but I just want to hear it. Okay.
Okay.
Mhm. I'm blind.
And that
It's a
one.
very fancy book. Very fancy looking book.
You know what? Can I use an inspiration? I'll burn an inspiration for that.
Sure, if you want.
He's a wizard. He should know some stuff at least.
Yo, Wizard Harry.
I mean, that'd be 13.
Abe is just gonna.
Wait, do the help option. Do the help
Yeah,
action.
I'm gonna give
dude.
him the help action.
Abe's gonna open the book.
Uh, the book.
You mean
Abe,
the book
as
that's in front
okay.
of Kain,
I'm just
Abe,
observing
and
it.
Michaeleen, not the one in front of
The
other three?
book on the pedestal in front of us all, because we all gathered in front of it now. Yes, Abe's just gonna open the book.
I thought we were still separated. Okay, no.
Abe, as you about to touch it, you hear a voice crack above your head, rather high, almost echoing from the ceiling. Oh, look how they crawl upon the ground like little ants.
Oh, look how they crawl across the ground like little ants.
What a wonderful greeting to your guests. Maybe you
A
should have
secondary-
tried something like that when we walked in.
Raina's gonna put her hands up and be like, you know what? I'm out.
You
Just
know what?
turn around. I'm out.
You know what? I'm right behind you on that. It's just
We're out.
I'm smart enough to know that I'm not wanted in this sort of situation.
Secondary voice, almost slightly feminine, but could be androgynous, couldn't tell. Very much more nobler sounding. Our apologies, but it's been many years since someone has entered our library.
And who exactly are you?
We are the ones who watch over the books. And
We are the ones who watch over the books.
You wouldn't by chance also own this library. Might I say, it's quite remarkable.
Are you trying to persuade these voices?
Above the board,
No.
I'm also just
I'm impressed.
I'm saying what you're saying,
Well,
Salt,
intimidation
because
works.
you're very quiet.
Fucking deep phone my mic, but apparently that's garbage. So
Well,
I'll
it's just
speak
when you do
normally.
that voice, your mic is not good enough quality to pick up the high pitch sound.
I'm gonna be fully honest with you. Deep throating your mic isn't making a huge difference.
Gotcha. So speak normally, and we'll just voice over it. Usually.
That's honestly better, anyways. That way you can get the voice you want through editing.
Yeah, just anyway. So if you wish, the hoarse, rather crackly voice, almost sounding like a crow's, as if it was strained and horned. And if you wish to find the way to the wings, the other voice chimes in. And you have to find the missing parts. And they speak in unison, of nails and leaves. But to earn such prizes, they're speaking in unison at this point. To win such prizes, you must test your mind and answer a riddle to gain thy prize.
And what is thy riddle?
Riddles, you say?
What is thy riddle?
One moment, let me get them real quick. So. The crow-like voice, raspy and tone. proceeds to chant a rhyme. Born of fury, red as sin, a flickering tongue, a dancing twin. I guess I consume and well, a consuming and cackle, yet left behind only shadows of what was. The other voice chimes in and speaks their riddle. I rise each day, but do not climb. A golden crown, untouched by time. Through clouds many hide my shining face. I bring the warmth that all embrace.
The sun?
The book latch proceeds to open halfway.
Fire.
Apparently, they aren't as foolish as I thought. The other one chimes in. They might be confusing fate with what is merely chance. Almost talking to the other voice. The book proceeds to open up. The book seemed to not have, was actually hollow, holding a silver leaf and a black and iron nail with divots and marks all throughout, yet somewhat polished.
Only one of each.
One of each.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand, and I'm going to take Belief with Mage Hand.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand myself and take the nail.
Guys, Abe is literally standing right in front of it. Abe's just gonna grab him.
Do you want to touch it with your hand?
One hand, both items.
Nothing happens.
You're too cautious. This is, and he said it himself, a very strong illusion. Now, granted, yes, we can probably get hurt, but we're being way too cautious.
That's metagaming. He didn't say that in
He
character.
did. He fucking did. I cast Identify. He said, I can tell that this is a very strong illusion magic.
Your character knew that. You didn't mention that to the rest of the party at all.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Above board then.
Yes. Above board, then you told everyone. But only your character knows this. So again, their reactions is kind of correct for the situation. Is it needed?
Oh, and he's called it. Great.
I don't want to touch that bad juju.
Fine, I will. Grab.
Hand it over to my hand, and Mage Hand sort of kind of like floats over.
It looks some.
I'm not being freaky with it. It's more like just a.
So the silver leaf seems to look similar to the ones on the sculpture, but it seems to have a small pin towards the base of it that looks like it would plug into the slot. That slot of that little tree. At least.
Look, guys, from what I can tell, this is just a very strong illusion. I don't know whether we can actually get hurt, but there's being cautious, and then there's being too cautious.
In my line of work, there is no such thing as being too cautious.
Actually, that is not true. Have you all ever heard the story of the adventurers that went on an adventure, went through a dungeon, tried every way to open a door except turning the fucking knob?
You ever heard of the story of
dragon man who was incredibly cautious about his powerful rulers and whatnot. That he survived a mass genocide.
No, who the fuck are you talking about?
Me.
Eiko.
Mm.
Look, I'm gonna tell you straight
The
up.
only
If
one that got
if
that
anything,
backstory was you, Abe, so none of us know that.
yeah, I know.
Wasn't Michaeleen present for that?
No, I think it was just
Nope,
Eiko and Abe.
that was just those two.
I'm going to level with you. I will grab these because if it does happen to be dangerous, I can stand to lose a hand.
So, the voices speak once more in unison, taking turns. You found the first, but now the next. Find the clue within the riddle.
Can you post the riddle?
Yes, to
Sure.
think of the riddle.
Well, no. Like the first riddles that were said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you'll have to post those. I do think so, but we're definitely looking for something having to do with fire and sun.
For sure.
I cast Fireball.
No.
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 If we need a bootleg fireball, I got plenty.
Question is, who's gonna do the outro, or is it the same person who does the intro?
I don't think I did the outro last time.
No, Ducky, if you want to go ahead.
I'll do it.
All right.
Hold on. Address the audience as rotten soldiers, though. Keep the
All right.
initial reading going.
All right, you rotten soldiers. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, a comment. Please subscribe. It really helps us out. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe if you don't like us. Please like us.
We know you.
All right,
like
good night.
We know. Good night, y'all.
Sayonara.
Night, night, fam.